Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this TGI Fridays. This one is the chicken and mashed potatoes. It's whiskey glazed chicken and mashed potatoes, so that sounds good. Whiskey glazed diced grilled white meat chicken and mashed potatoes. It's perishable, you keep it frozen. This is in the frozen section. We bought it at Walmart. It was $5.94, which isn't too awfully bad, I guess. It's about on the level of those chef meals that they have. So 10.5 ounces or 297 grams. Let's see, it is 410 calories for the whole meal. There's your other info for you. It says it's flame grilled, boneless, skinless chicken topped with our delicious whiskey barbecue glaze and paired with buttery mashed potatoes to complete this tasty dish. Only has microwave directions that I can see. Don't see anything else. Do not thaw, keep frozen. So we're going to remove it from the box, of course. Lift film edge to vent. We're going to microwave for 4 minutes. Lift film and stir, then microwave for another 1 minute. Remove from microwave and let it set for 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to stir and then 4 minutes, stir, and then 1 minute. So not pretty straightforward directions. There's what it looks like. We're just going to grab this little tab right here and vent it a little bit. I'm going to get it in the microwave and I'll be back. Okay, if you remember, this is what it's supposed to look like. I love to do this with some of these meals because this is what's advertised, right? Nice red glaze on the chicken. It looks really, really good. Mashed potatoes look really good and fluffy. So that's what the experts cherry picked and put together specifically for you. That's probably not even edible. So this is what you really get when you get it out of the microwave. You ready? Yeah. The mashed potatoes are like, first of all, that shows them like separate. There's no way they're separate in this bowl. They were already pretty much mixed together when I got it. And when you stir it together, when you stir it, there's no way to stir just the mashed potatoes because they're already all underneath everything. So you just kind of got to stir it all together. So if you don't like to mix your food together, like Tammy is not a food mixer. She does not like to combine her food. She likes to keep them separate. She would hate this because you know, you're basically eating a bowl of potatoes and chicken mixed together. Also, the glazed chicken, if you look at this chicken, it does not have that nice glaze to it. It's just grilled chicken. Now, I'm not saying that this other color that's in here is not some of that glaze. It actually looks more like a gravy than a glaze. But anyway, it's just comical sometimes when you see the pictures and then you get the reality and it's like, it looks nothing like that. It's nothing at all. So anyway, and I know it says serving suggestions, but give me a break. That's what you're expecting when you buy it, is to look something like that. So anyway, I'm gonna try it out. It probably tastes okay. It just doesn't look like the picture. Okay, give it just a minute to cool off. So I've got some chicken and mashed potatoes. Like I said, there's no way to keep them separate because they're all mixed together. So here we go. Like for me, it's not that big a deal because I don't mind mixing my food. But I know some people really don't like it. So to mix your food together, you like it kept in its little compartments. And if that's the case, you're not gonna like this. That was a good bite. The chicken was good and tender. I like that. And the mashed potatoes are fairly creamy. I was actually worried about this when I stirred it after the first 4 minutes. The mashed potatoes are really, really watery. It was almost soupy. And that one last minute really thickened them up. And plus you let them sit for a minute, it thickens up a little bit more. So it got better, but I was worried about it at first because I said, there's no way that's gonna dry out, but it did. I tried just some of the, I tried to try some of the mashed potatoes by itself. I still got a little piece of chicken in there. The potatoes have a little bit of texture to them. So it's not just like creamy potatoes. It feels like there's some little, I hate to say lumps, but that's kind of what they are. They're unmashed potatoes. I like a little texture in my mashed potatoes. I don't like them all to be 100% smooth and creamy. I like a little texture in there. And I know some people probably wouldn't, but I do. I don't mind them. When you stick them through a ricer and makes these really creamy potatoes with no texture at all, they're just creamy. I don't know, I kind of like most that rustic mashed potato feel. When you get the piece of chicken though, you definitely get a little bit of a sweet glaze on there, a little sweet flavor. I don't know if it's covering it, but it definitely has a flavor, a sweeter flavor to it, like a glaze. And I wouldn't necessarily say whiskey glaze, but it is kind of sweet. The chicken has a really good texture to it. It's very moist, very soft. It's not dried out at all. It almost reminds you of a really tender turkey dinner or a really tender, moist roast chicken. That's how tender and moist the chicken is. It's very, very, very soft when you eat it. Not mushy soft, just nice and tender. I do like the flavors of these together. Even though it doesn't look like the picture, it still tastes really good. You do get the sweet glaze from the chicken. You get the mashed potatoes, which have a really nice mashed potato flavor. The textures are really nice. Yeah, I like the flavors. Just know that you can't take one from the other. There's really no way to eat the mashed potatoes by themselves, or I guess you could pick the chicken out by itself, but it would be really hard because they are chunks, but some of it's kind of like smaller pieces, so it's really hard to just get it separate. So you're not gonna eat it separately, probably. But besides that, I think it's good. I'm gonna give it, I like the textures, I like the flavors. I wish it had a little bit more of the glaze, and I wish it separated it, maybe a segmented bowl to where it had a divider in there between the chicken and the mashed potatoes. That would have been nice. But the way it is, and it doesn't even say a bowl, it just says a meal. The way it is, I do like it. I'm gonna give it, I'm debating between 3.5 and a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. 3.5 out of 5. I think that's more fair. If it had a little bit stronger of that glaze flavor, like that whiskey glaze, if that came through a little bit stronger, I think I probably would have given it a 4, but since it doesn't, the glaze, you do get that sweet flavor, but that's it. That's really all you get is a sweet flavor. There's really not much else going on. So you get a sweet glaze flavor and potatoes, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think I feel right about giving it a 3.5. Still a good meal. I would eat it. I would eat it again. I would buy it again. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.